Don't you love it?
Yeah, I do.
That's so cool. You could jump on here. Let's have a look at your hair. So Alicia number 2. Yeah, and you got a lot of color, and you got, yeah, there's a lot of hair and a lot of things going on here. There's, yeah. And then have you thought about haircut ideas?
Yeah, I kind of.
Let's see what you looked at.
I've looked at, like, well.
Super cute.
I mean, I kind of wanted like that, but like just for the retro look.
That's for the retro look? That's
yeah.
super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alicia just left, and you're Alicia number 2, and it's funny, you guys are both architects, isn't that you, Vic?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a bob, and maybe shorter. And so the bob we looked at, like you looked at some things over the weekend, and I said realistically, because you were looking at Winona Ryder pictures, and I said realistically, if you did a bob, you're gonna end up looking like this one. We found an old picture of Winona Ryder, and I said you end up like that if we did a bob, which is fine. That's cool. It's a cute little retro haircut. And then if you decide you want to go shorter, I'm like, yeah, go shorter, because you end up with like cool short haircut, and also because your hair, you got so much friggin' hair, like a ponytail on you.
Yeah, it's really
huge.
thick.
Because you're half Japanese,
Yes.
half Kiwi, and this is like I was saying, a lion's mane hair. And what happens is when you cut it short, then you end up seeing the girl underneath all that, and the features pop out. And then there's that woman underneath all that hair. So it's your call. We can do a bob to start. Do you want to dress with your bob?
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we looked at some the other day. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Cute. Yeah, just the shoes don't match, but it doesn't matter. We're doing headshots anyway. We're not looking at the shoes. But yeah, super cute dress.
Thank you.
And we're gonna do a bob, a little bob. Cool. Let's grab a towel. And then there's all, you can see all your drying damage and all the color and everything. So yeah, the cutting it is, it's like, oh, let's just cut some of this off.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah. You want a pink one or a purple one or a stripy one?
Pink one, please.
Pink one. Cool. Let's do pink. And come on over, we can wash it. Come this way. Jump on here. Come on over. Yeah, it's a little dry. So we're doing a bob, or we want to go short?
Bob.
Bob? Cool. And you want a fringe like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's match Winona Ryder's haircut.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you like her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you like her, let's be her. Winona Ryder bob. Yeah. We're gonna see eyebrows.
Yeah.
You like eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So we're kind of about eyebrows. We want to see eyebrows. smiling already.
Did you do hairdressing in Canada as well?
Oh yeah. Loved it. Love it here.
Mm.
Different markets, kind of very different, but fun. They're both fun. I love bangs. So her hair looks jawline as well. The jawline, bottom of the ear.
Don't know.
Yeah. They're all fun. You want me to choose
Yeah.
bottom of the ear? Is that gonna be too short or is that gonna be cool?
Never tried it.
Are you good? Are you keen?
Okay.
Okay. Bottom of the ear. Fun. Like I was saying earlier, if you do short bobs, it just become longer bobs.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna come back for more haircuts. I think you're gonna be like mine. You know, I've seen other people do that. Like, let's do more. Let's do this. Let's do that. Especially architect people sometimes do that because like changing hair and doing things like with like geometry and things like that. People like it.
we do layers or?
Not to start with, but if you want layers or shorter, we can. But to start with, we're going to do blunt. Short blunt bob with bangs. And kind of like a Queen's Gambit kind of haircut. Remember Queen's Gambit?
I've seen.
You've seen bits of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this haircut's getting into the Queen's Gambit territory. Little bobs with bangs, which I love. Okay. It's fun. This is like 1920s bobs as well. And your dress too is a little bit like a little black and blue. Yeah, it's gonna suit the dress too.
People might not recognize that.
That's the best. I love that. You get reactions for a week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh my god, you cut your hair.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, you got the Queen's Gambit.
You need to watch that.
You have to watch it now. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Because it all like takes place in the 60s as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And she had little bobs. Cute little bobs and the cute little bobs with bangs. And later in the film, she started growing into different things, but for the most part, it was like short bob with bangs.
I feel like bob makes you younger too. You look younger.
Makes you look younger?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind that. It depends on the person, but I knew one girl, she was from Malaysia,
Yep.
and she's 27 years old, and she was a doctor. She was a plastic surgeon. But she used to cut the shortest bobs like this to make herself look younger. And she used to wear like dress like with like Hello Kitty and Hello Kitty bags and all that stuff. So when you looked at her, you would think she was 16, 17.
Yeah,
But she's like 27 and a plastic surgeon. Like she was like in her late 20s and a plastic surgeon. But she said it's by design because people come to me to make themselves look younger. And then they look at me and they can't believe I'm a doctor because I look like I'm a teenager. But then I'm like, you trust somebody who looks young to make you look young. So I was like, you know, I did her hair years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, you're the best. Because when I look at her, like I went shopping with her on Cuba Street and stuff like that. Like we were hanging out, and I'm like, I feel like I'm like going out with like hanging out with a 17-year-old, right? When we went out, but she's like freaking 27-year-old and a doctor, plastic surgeon, and she's like, but every time you say that, she's like, yes, I want that. She goes, I want to look 17. Like she intentionally was making herself look 17. She was so cool. And she was so smart and assertive. Like she had a strong personality. That was part of it. Don't let her look fool you. She was, you know, that's what was all by design on her part. I love that. But yeah, you're gonna get ID'd everywhere now. She went back to Malaysia. She was in Wellington for a while, but she went back to Malaysia. I think there wasn't enough money here for her. You know what it's like here. Plastic surgery wasn't, it's not as big in New Zealand. Kiwis are more bohemian, brutal Twinoa types.
Yeah. The last time I had this short was like 10 years old or something.
Oh, cute. Yeah, when your mom used to make it, she used to make me get haircuts. It's got that Wellington eclectic look about it though. Because you got a Cuba Street, people do like this with their hair.
True.
Wellington's got that cool eclectic vibe about it. So you just rock it.
Yep.
You're gonna go to your grandparents after this.
Yeah.
Walk through the door. I think this is the kind of haircut the grandparents like too. Like, oh, you cut your hair.
Crazy.
Yeah. So you didn't want to go to university in Japan?
No.
Better experience, I think, here.
Yeah, I got sent here when I was 15.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I grew up in Japan and then.
Yeah, and then they sent you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool, but it makes a difference because of it's more of a laid-back culture
Yeah,
for
for
school,
sure.
for high schools.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
where did you go to college?
Tower College.
Tawa College. Oh, that would have been cool. Like that would have been an eye-opener, like from Japan to Tawa
Oh, yeah,
College. Oh
yes.
my God, that would have been great. So you made friends and everything quickly? Took a bit.
Yeah, it took
Yeah.
a bit, but I met friends through music because Tower
Right.
College is really good at
That's
music.
right. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you would have done amazing over there. One of my friends is a graduate from Tawa College, but he's a sound engineer. He's worked for everybody, like Prince and Pink and like you name it. He's worked. He comes here as a customer, but he used to live with us in Toronto.
Wow.
When I lived in Toronto. Because when I lived in Toronto, I had a whole bunch of Kiwis, right? We were a whole bunch of Kiwis before I moved to New Zealand. So he lived with us in Toronto.
Wow.
And what he would do is go tour the world, like with whatever band.
Yeah.
And then when he's off the road, he would crash it with us, right? So we were his permanent address, you know. But he comes here for haircuts now. But his parents, where he grew up, the house is behind my house. But it's funny, like I didn't know, like we're like he was living in Toronto. Like we've been in like 2008, 9, 2010, because I moved here in 2011. So it would have been those years. But if for someone says back then that that I was going to end up living in Whitby, on the street behind his parents' house where he grew up, you could never predict that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but then what happens, like I still talk to him all the time, like every month we talk, and he's like, well, where did you live? Like, because I bought the house out there with the kids. I was in Whitby, like, where in Whitby? It's like Aiden Drive. He's like, my parents' house is over the hill. It's like, right up the hill. So I think what happens, like I haven't been to his parents' house, but what happens now is when he comes to New Zealand, he's at his parents' house. But I've never gone for, like I said, we're in the neighborhood, we'll go for a beer local. We never did. We always just hang out in Wellington, right?
Yeah.
Because Whitby's boring. We always hang out in Wellington.
Yeah.
He's but before I moved to New Zealand, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know where Whitby is or whatever. And then you end up, you buy a house. Like you're like, oh, we need a house. So you look all the regions, and then whatever one that you put an offer in, and you get it, because you can't choose these things, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, we end up in Whitby. And then when people are like, oh, that's where I grew up. Things like that happen. You're like, well, I don't know. And I just bought a house, that's all. This is super cool. You still got a lot of hair though.
I know.
Holy crap, that's why I said go short. But do this for now, we'll get photos of it anyway.
Okay.
I can't blow dry this hair either. Because, but you almost look like just animation a little bit. It's mostly dry now, but there's some stubborn spots, but that's good enough. I can leave a bit of moisture in there. Which I'm looking a little bit like Emily. Go straight down. Yeah, the back looks like Emily too, because it's got that shape. Ooh, the Japanese girl ends up looking like she's French. Party. And the fringe is super cute. I think my favorite is the fringe. But I'm almost tempted, I'm tempted. Put it on yours. Because the way that fringe is. You won't do it? And then you can see your ears. Anyhow, it's your call. Would you do an undercut?
What does that look like?
Awesome. All it is like you take the section here, you can do it from the ears back, and then you just do a clipper cut up there, and then the hair drops over top of it. And you could also go as much as like doing your undercut a little bit, like so you're shaving that stuff off too, and then the hair comes over top of it. So then you have it's like buzzed around the ear and shaped in the back, but all the longer stuff that goes over top of it. Now what that does, it takes all that hair out from underneath it, so the stuff on the top will sit flatter. So I think that's a good idea. And also the experience of it, because then, like you said, like no one's going to see it, it's an undercut.
True.
But then when you put your fingers through it at school, or if you're going out dancing or whatever, you're like, and also it's, you know, better for hot, you know, if you're hot or whatever, like, you know, it's cool for summer. So I'm thinking definitely,
Okay.
because it's like, if we're going to take weight out of it, just do an undercut. And then you get to experience that. Where's you can do undercuts as high as there, but you don't have to.
It is quite high.
Yeah, or go here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's got that more funk value of it. Oops.
Is it like shaving basically?
Yeah.
Oh.
We could do a number 1 with it. We'll do number 2 to start.
I shaved my hair before.
Yeah. Today's the day. Ready?
Yep. Crazy.
Amazing.
Kind of rock.
That's cool, eh?
Wow. It's like if Emily went a rock phase or something.
Yeah. True.
Wow. It's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
What happens when it starts to grow again?
Come and see me.
Okay.
And then you keep up the undercut, I think. drop it, it doesn't look any different. It's the same haircut. But also, when you pin it up, like if you do twist and pin, you can expose it.
Wow.
And then I said, like I said, because I wanted to, the reason why I want to cut your hair shorter is your ears are things to show off. Now you got the chance to show off your ears. Yeah. So you can pin it up and things like that. So you can show it off when you want to, or you can cover it when you want to. And we're going to do it a bit tighter. So that was number 2. So we'll do it down to like a number 1 in the hairline. So it's a fade. And then what happens is you can compare your fade to your boyfriend. Does your boyfriend have long hair or short hair?
Short hair.
Yeah, so you're going to be like, I got a fade. And then you say, fades get the babes. Fades get the babes. Yeah. Now you got smiles. And feel the back. Run your hands up the back. Doesn't that feel cool?
Gosh.
I know that feel amazing.
My gosh, it's crazy.
That's good, eh? And then when I show you, you know, it's just a bob, right?
Yep.
And then you can kind of see, because we've done that short there.
Yep.
And then what happens is when you move it, then people see it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fun. That is so cool. And it's sitting more flat.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Oh my
all that
gosh.
weight's taken up from underneath. It's like, can we take weight out of it? Like, yeah, with clippers. I can still take a little more weight out of it if you want, or if you're kind of cool with that. I'm liking the way it's sitting. I think I'm cool with
Yeah,
that. I like it. Yeah, it's super
Cool.
cute. Wow, you'd never imagined you could pull this off, could you?
I know.
This is so amazing. But look at the way that bob's sitting now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah,
Love that actually.
cool. So we'll spin yes so they can see now. Everyone can see. And then I'll show them the back.
There's so much hair on the ground.
Yeah, there is. So we did it all the way up there, and if you spin your head there, you can show over the ear. So it's just like about an inch over the ear, and then the back all the way up. And so we did. I did a 1.5. I did a 2 at the top, down to a number 1. So number 1, and then there's a 2 up into there. So it is a fade, and then we throw that back, and I'll need to see it once a month. Because I think the undercut you're going to keep.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely, you're going to keep
I
that.
like that.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah. So come every month for your undercut.
Okay.
Even like every 2 to 3 weeks if you want to. Like it's up to you. Come as often as you like. Your school's around the corner. You can come anytime.
That's true.
But like if you're at school and you're feeling like, oh, this is feeling long, you just come and see me.
Okay.
Undercuts are quick. And then yeah, that now because what I want to do is like for you to be able to cover over your ears. Now it can go over your ears because of the stuff underneath. It just wasn't working.
Yeah.
Also, when you twist and pin, and then you can expose all that stuff.
Wow.
You could twist and pin it all up if you wanted to,
It's
and then expose the stuff underneath it.
a new possibility to my haircut.
Absolutely, we friggin' nailed this. Anyhow, that's awesome.
Thank you so
I
much.
really like the outcome. And yeah, you look like really well, like funky Wellington eclectic. Like you fit right in now. Come on over. Let's do some after shots.
Okay.
That is so cute. I love it. Nailed it. Come on over. Let's say bye to the tubers. So stand behind the chair. And when you came in, we had a whole bunch of different ideas, and we ended up on this by like accident. But you know, it's like let's do this. Oh no, let's do this. Let's do this. No, let's do another rider. Oh, now you look like Emily. Oh, it's too much weight. Let's do an undercut. So now you don't even look like Emily anymore. Now you just look like you. Like this is really super cool. This is the new Alicia. And you look like an architect student. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I always like haircuts with geometry on architects people. Because it's like you work with, well, you're a landscape architect,
Yeah.
which is different. That's organic.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, you look amazing. Yep, cool. So, and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. This is gorgeous. Bye, tubers.